Hi guys, welcome back to Are You Ready for the Quiz? Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Spring at Sage, which is this like experimental travel and learning program that our school does every May after finals. And basically you can choose to either travel, and they have like around 10 locations for you to apply to internationally, and then or you can do a seminar which is like hosted at Sage, and they do like field trips and stuff. Okay, so do you want to start talking about your experience?
Okay. So for Spring at Sage this year, I did a seminar. I think it was called the Marine Biodiversity Survey. And what we did was we just learned about like marine ecology and like different things that are harming like marine biodiversity.
Yeah. For mine, I traveled to Ireland, and our theme, the question we were exploring was like, does the absence of conflict mean the presence of peace? So it was really an exploration of like the conflict in Ireland between Northern and Southern Ireland. Okay, and what did you guys do?
So on the first day, we stayed at school. We went into the lab, and our teacher showed us a bunch of different specimens that he kept in there, and he like taught us about the like ecological relationships between all of them, and I thought that was really interesting. And then on day 2, we went on a boat and we went whale watching. We didn't see any whales, but we saw a few like dolphins. Except I got like really seasick, so I didn't actually see the dolphins, but I looked at videos of them afterwards. So I didn't really enjoy that one. And then on days 3 and 4, we were still in the lab. One of the days we did a Zoom call with this guy who works in Switzerland, and what he does is he manufactures board games that teach kids about the environment, and I found that really interesting. And then on day 5, we went to the Natural History Museum in LA, and we also went to the Science Center next door, and we kind of just like looked around, and we had to do a scavenger hunt to look through the different like marine organisms that were at the museum at the Science Center. That was my favorite day of the summer. And then on day 6, which was yesterday and the last day of Spring at Sage, we went kayaking, and then we went on like a hike to a science center.
That's fun. For mine, my trip was like 9 days long, including the 2 travel days, so I don't really remember what we did each day in order, but some highlights were like we visited some cathedrals in Dublin and in Belfast, and they were like all built in the like 13th or 14th century, so I thought that was really cool. We talked to a lot of people that were local to the areas that we went to. For example, we went to Derry, and we talked to some like local teenagers at a Catholic school about the Troubles, which was like the main theme. And then yeah, I thought that was really fun because we realized that they're so similar to us. They have all the same like favorite artists, and like they watch the same shows as us and everything. And then something else we did was we went to like a goat farm. That was really fun. There's like we learned about how the like dogs can help like herd the goats. And then we also did a lot of walking tours of Dublin and Belfast, which are our 2 main places. And something that was really surprising about this trip was that Dublin was like experiencing a heat wave, so it was the hottest that it had been in like 5 years. And it was just like the week that we went. So yeah, that was really cool. So what do you think you like took away from your Spring at Sage?
I think before the seminar, like obviously I knew the ocean was big, but it was only after the seminar that I really began to like understand and appreciate how like truly large and diverse of an ecosystem it is.
Yeah. For me, I think just engaging in a lot of dialogue with the local people, and also we talked to people from like the 2 opposing like political sides that about the Troubles, and we realized that their like views were very different. And even though we didn't have to like form our own opinion about like what was right or like what was wrong, it was just cool to hear from both sides and see that like one story can be taken from so many different perspectives, and like people can have such different views of the same events. So yeah. Okay, thank you. Bye.